Kiss 104, Atlanta's best R&B. How appropriate of a song to play just before we talk about changes in marriages. But first, I want to congratulate Sally Burns. She won a pair of tickets to the Wolf Creek Funk Party starring Morris Day, the SOS Band, Brick, and Midnight Star. It's coming up on Saturday, August 30th at 7 p.m. Oh, it is a great venue, and you know you can bring your own food and drink when you go to Wolf Creek. And also, Sally is going to receive a VIP pass for the grand finale car giveaway, a brand new 2014 Scion XB presented by Toyota of Union City. Sally Burns lives in College Park. She's a lucky lady because she said Mel Turner helped her in her marriage. So, Mel, you're just getting all kinds of props today.
Well, amen.
Along with
Amen.
the Alexanders, we are talking about marriage maintenance, and I think that song was most appropriate. Marty, you are playing the right music today, marriage music. How and when does a marriage start to become what I call dull, boring, and oh my goodness, this is not what I expected?
It's usually somewhere between 6 months and 18 months. Studies have shown that you get to the point where the in-love phase ends. It's not to say you don't love your mate, but the in-love, the ooey-gooey, rich into I love you, oh, you hang up first. No, let's just keep talking. All this kind of, you're just wonderful, all this kind of stuff. Then you begin to realize that he leaves his underwear in the middle of the floor. Then she doesn't put the cap on the toothpaste correctly. Then the toilet paper is under instead of over. And all those things that you look at and you begin to say, this is it, and you feel hoodwinked, bamboozled, took. All of those things. And that's when you realize that love has to mature. That's an immature love, the in-love phase. You cannot control falling in love. That is an involuntary response. At some point, love has to mature, and it has to become voluntary. In other words, it becomes a sheer, unadulterated act of the will to move towards your mate in the way that they need to be moved toward. And that's when love begins to mature. And that the wheels of that in-love phase fall off pretty quickly. It can be as quick as after you say I do and you smear cake all over her nicely did hair at the reception, or it's 6 months in when you begin to realize he chews with his mouth open and farts in the bed. At that point, you begin to realize, I really got to work through this. And you have to push to move toward one another. But the maturity comes by an act of volition. I am choosing to love you. That's how it starts when you say, I'm going to choose to love you.
Okay.